was going through an old computer and I found some old files since before I had the tripod and the stabilization. But this kind of explains why I always play that Rainbow Riches machine. Here's 54 line hits.
Been playing about an hour with absolutely no luck. Finally got 2 wild columns and 5 of a kind on the horseshoes for a $12.25 hit on a 20-cent bet. That's 61 times my bet. That's worth putting on YouTube, I think. Okay, maybe my luck will turn around. Last night I had a bad night in here. Tonight I've been here about 30 minutes. $24.20 line hit on a 20-cent bet. That's 121 times my bet. Man, I wish I'd had some premium symbols in that first and last column because the whole center of the screen was wild. If that had some Rainbow Riches in the first and the last column, that could have been a $500 line hit. I'll be happy. 121x line hit. Been a long time since anything good has happened on Rainbow Riches. But I got 2 wild columns with the Rainbow Riches in the first column. Paid $11.60 on a 20-cent bet. That's 58 times my bet. That's pretty decent. Need a big win. Got my first line hit of the night on Rainbow Riches. Got all the center of the screen wild. Wish I'd had a Rainbow Riches in that first column. That would have been a huge hit. But as it was almost 100x, $18.40 on a 20-cent bet. That's what, 92 times my bet? Yeah, 92x. Not a bad start for the night. Well, I got a Rainbow Riches in the last column. If I had a Rainbow Riches in the first column, this would be a multi-$100 hit because all 3 columns in the center of the screen are wild. As it was, the only thing I got a 5 of a kind on was the fiddles, which is a low-paying symbol. $10.80 on a 20-cent bet. That's 54 times my bet. Damn it, I wish I had a Rainbow Riches in that first column. Hundreds. Alright, first decent hit of the night. 40-cent bet. 2 wild columns. 4 of a kind on the clovers. 4 or 5 of a kind on the top hats. And 4 of a kind on the fiddlers on the mushroom. Paid $21.40. That's 53 times my bet, I think. I think it's 53x. Man, Rainbow Riches has been like pulling teeth tonight, but I finally got a line hit. Let's see, what do we get? 112 times my bet. $22.45 on a 20-cent bet. Needed it. I was just lamenting that I was about 40 bucks down. So I'm halfway back up again. Need another one just like it. This is the first time the camera has come out all night. I have been losing my butt. Finally did a little catch up here. Got 2 wild columns, 4 of the Rainbow Riches for a $45.25 hit on a 20-cent bet. That's 226 times my bet. I really needed it too because I was about 50 bucks down when I hit it. Sweet hit. Rainbow Riches. Yep. Been in the room about 45 minutes. Hit a nice line hit. All the center columns wild. Give me 4 of a kind on the horseshoes, 4 of a kind on the harps, and 5 of a kind on the fiddles. $45.80 line hit on a 20-cent bet. That's 229 times my bet. Nice line hit. Second decent line hit of the night on Rainbow Riches. 50 times my bet. 5 of a kind on the fiddlers on a mushroom. $10.10 on a 20-cent bet. Like I said, that's 50 times my bet. Riches is being uncharacteristically cold, but I got a line hit. 5 of a kind on the fiddlers of the mushroom, or the wild column. $10.30 on a 20-cent bet. That's 51 times my bet. Things are looking up. Well, that's 5 of a kind on the fiddlers on a mushroom on a 20-cent bet on Rainbow Riches. That's $11.05. It's 55 times my bet. It's a pretty decent little line hit. Making the comeback, making the comeback. Got another little line hit on Rainbow Riches. $14.30 on a 20-cent bet. That's 50, 70, 71 times my bet. Yeah, $15 would have been 75 times my bet. Man, oh man, I got 3 wild columns in the center of the screen. If I'd had a Rainbow Riches in that first column, that would have been a multi-$100 hit on a 20-cent bet. I'm not going to complain about 22.60. That's 113 times my bet. But man, if I'd had a Rainbow Riches in that first column, that would have been a big hit. Got another pretty line hit on Rainbow Riches. 5 of a kind on the hearts across the bottom. 2 wild columns gave me 4 of a kind on the horseshoes and 3 of a kind on the top hats. $27.40 line hit on a 20-cent bet. That's see, $20 is 100. So 25 would be 150 times my bet. That's 174 times my bet, I think. I'll do the math on it, but I think that's 174 times my bet, if I'm not mistaken. Nice line hit. Man, I wish I had another wild column and another Rainbow Riches. That would have been huge. But I'll take 2 wild columns with the Rainbow Riches in the top corner. That's a 109 times my bet. Yep, 21.40 on a 20-cent bet. 109x line hit on Rainbow Riches. Sweet. And oh man, having a losing session. I was about to give up. But I got 5 of a kind of the Rainbow Hearts on a 40-cent bet. Give me a little playing money. $23.50. That's what, oh hell, I don't know. I have to do the math on that. Man, oh man, oh man, if I had had a wild in that 4th column, that would have been another $600 line hit. I had a Rainbow Riches in the bottom corner. I had a Rainbow Riches in the top corner. Had 2 wild lines instead of 3. It paid $14.50 on a 20-cent bet. $15 would be 75 times my bet, so I guess that's 73 times my bet. I won't complain, but damn it, I needed one more wild. Needed one more wild really bad. Well, I wish I'd had a couple more Rainbow Riches in the 4th and the 5th column, because I had the Rainbow Riches in the top corner and 2 wild columns. I'm not going to complain about $15.25 on a 20-cent bet. That's 76 times my bet. I needed it. Been losing for a while. Glad to have a little $15 hit. Got another pretty line hit. Got a wild column. Gave me 5 of a kind on the Fiddlers on a Mushroom. Paid $11.05 on a 20-cent bet. That's 55x. Glad to have it. Well, if I'd had a Rainbow Riches in the first column, that would have been huge. As it was, 2 wild columns, 5 of a kind on the horseshoes, 5 of a kind on the clovers, $11.20 on a 20-cent bet. That's 56 times my bet. Man, I wish I had a Rainbow Riches in that first column. Damn it. Trying to come back from being down on a losing night. About the second line hit in about 10 minutes. Got 5 of a kind on the Rainbow Hearts with 2 wild columns for a $28.15 hit on a 15-cent bet. That's almost 200x. $30 would have been 200x. I'm happy about that. I needed some money. Losing for a while. Line hit on Rainbow Riches. If I'd had a Rainbow Riches in that first column where that clover is, that would have been a $500 hit. The whole center of the screen is wild. As it was, $8.80 on a 20-cent bet. That's 44x. I can say about this line hit is this is about damn time. I've been pounding this machine for an hour and it has done nothing. No bonuses, no line hits, no nothing. Finally, kicks out a $20.25 5-of-a-kind line hit. That's 100 times my bet. That makes me feel better. Now I'm back to even, no longer losing. I'll take line hits like this all day long, all day long, all day long. That's a 20-cent bet, 5-of-a-kind on the Fiddlers on the Mushroom. 55x line hit, $11.05 on a 20-cent bet. Low rolling fun at its finest. I walked up to this Rainbow Riches machine. I put in $5. I spun it twice, 20 cents each spin. Second hit, second spin, $14.90 line hit. 2 wild columns, 5-of-a-kind on the horseshoes. $14.90 is almost 75 times my bet. So 74.5 times my bet, I believe. Nice line hit on Rainbow Riches. This machine had gone cold on me, and I was fixing to cash out. So I was trying to even up my money down to, I think, $30 even. I had $30.10. So I bet 10 cents. I hit 5-of-a-kind on the Fiddlers on the Mushroom with 1 wild column. It paid $20.10 on a 10-cent bet. That's a 201x line hit. Just as I was fixing to cash out of this machine. I guess I'll stay on a bit. Maybe it'll pay off. Wish I'd had a Rainbow Riches in the first column because I had one in the last column, but after a long night of not winning anything, I'm glad to have a 100x hit, 101x hit. 3 wild columns. Give me 5-of-a-kind on the clovers. 4-of-a-kind on everything else for a 101x line hit. Needed it too. Finally, after framming at this machine all night long, I finally get a line hit. $24.35 on a 20-cent bet. That would be 121 times my bet. Pretty good line hit. Just wish I'd hit it a couple hours ago because I've been losing all night long. Damn it. Folks, this was pretty, but I sure wish I'd had a Rainbow Riches in that first column. That would have been huge. Got 3 wild columns in the center. No 5-of-a-kinds on anything, just a lot of 4-of-a-kinds. $15.80 on a 20-cent bet. And that's what, 79 times my bet. Not a bad line hit. That's what I was waiting on. That's what I was waiting on. 2 wild columns, 5-of-a-kind on the Rainbow Riches across the bottom. $113.05 line hit on a 20-cent bet. Let's see, $100 is 500 times my bet, $10 is another 50 times my bet, and $3 is another 15 times my bet. So that's, 565 times my bet. That's a nice line hit. Sweet, 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 sweet. Rainbow Riches pays off again. 5-of-a-kind harps again. This time, no wild line in the center, but still a 50x line hit on a 20-cent bet. I'm not going to complain about that. I'll take line hits like this all day long. 2 of the clovers, 2 of the Rainbow Riches, and a wild column. That's a $16.30 line hit on a 40-cent bet. That's 40 times my bet. Yeah, 4 times 4, 16. So 40 times my bet. I'll take it all day long. Got another pretty line hit on Rainbow Riches. 2 wild columns. Doesn't look like 5-of-a-kind on anything. Just a lot of 4-of-a-kinds. $10.25 on a 20-cent bet. That's 51 times my bet. That's a nice line hit. Got a pretty line hit on Rainbow Riches. 1 wild column right up the center. 5-of-a-kind on the Fiddlers on the Mushroom. A $21.50 hit on a 20-cent bet. That's 107 times my bet. A nice little line hit. I needed it too. First line hit of the night. Playing Rainbow Riches, 20-line machine, 1 coin per line. Got a wild column in the middle and 5-of-a-kind on the harps for a $22.80 line hit. That's 114 times my bet. Sweet! A prettier hit with some wild columns in it, but I'm not going to complain. $11.05 on a 20-cent bet. That's 55 times my bet. Rainbow Riches paying off a little bit tonight. Once again, Rainbow Riches. The only thing that's hitting tonight is 5 of a kind on the heart. This is the third time tonight I've had it. $10.10 on a 20-cent bet. That's 50 times my bet. Nice little line hit. Pretty too. About time something decent happened. Been a while since I've had a win. Here's a 50x line hit. 5 of a kind on the hearts on Rainbow Riches. 20-cent bet, $10.10. That's 50x. That's the way it's done. Nice clean line hit. 5 of a kind Rainbow Riches right across the center. $50.10 line hit on a 20-cent bet. That's 100 times my bet. A long time since anything decent has happened on Rainbow Riches, but I finally got a decent line hit. Got 2 wild columns and 5 of the hearts for a $12 line hit on a 20-cent bet. That's 60x. That makes me happy. I needed it. Man, oh man, oh man. Once again, if I had a Rainbow Riches in that first column where that moon is, that would have been a multiple $100 hit. The entire center of the screen is wild, but all I had in the first column was crap. Fortunately, there was a clover, so it made 5 of a kind on the clovers. $12 line hit on a 20-cent bet. So what is that? 60 times my bet? Yeah. But man, if I had a Rainbow Riches in that first column, it would have been huge. Too bad I didn't have some wild columns, but I'm not going to complain about 5 of a kind on the Rainbow Hearts. 20-cent bet, paid $10.10. That's 50 times my bet. That's a pretty decent line hit, anybody's book. Got another pretty line hit on Rainbow Riches. Center column's wild, gives me 5 of a kind on the Rainbow Hearts, 4 of a kind on the top hats. $11.90 on a 20-cent bet. That's 59 times my bet. A nice little line hit. And I had a Rainbow Riches in the center of the first column, a Rainbow Riches in the center of the last column, and 2 wild columns. I am not going to complain about $22.80 on a 20-cent bet. That's 114 times my bet. But man, if I had had a wild column for that third column with those 2 Rainbow Riches in that position, this would have been over a $500 hit on a 20-cent bet. Rainbow Riches, the only machine in the room that's capable of filling the whole center of the screen with wilds and paying off every line. Finally got a line hit on Rainbow Riches, worth recording. Got 5 of a kind on the horseshoes with 2 wild columns on a 20-cent bet. $12.50. That's 75 times my bet? Yeah, something like that. Nice little win. Got another pretty line hit on Rainbow Riches. 2 wild columns. Give me 5 of a kind on the horseshoes on the top line and 5 of a kind on the top hats on the bottom line. $9.30. That is 46 times my bet. Pretty decent little line hit. Well, it's been a long time since Rainbow Riches has done anything for me. I got 2 wild columns with 4 of the Rainbow Riches for a 203x line hit. 20-cent bet, $40.75 win. Like I said, been a long time since Rainbow Riches has done anything. Glad to have this win. It's time to go. It's just the last few minutes of the night. And I got a pretty line hit. It's a 40-cent bet, 5 of a kind on the Rainbow Fiddlers across the middle for $20.20. That is a 50x line hit. That's 5 of a kind on the Rainbow Hearts with a wild column on the 20-cent bet for $22.25. That's what? 111 times my bet. That's a nice little line hit. $22.25 on a 20-cent bet. This is the second time tonight I've done this. 5 of a kind on the rainbow hearts with a wild column. $20.35 on a 20-cent bet. That's 101 times my bet. 101 and 3/4 times my bet is what that is. Nice line hit on Rainbow Riches. Just got here. Been here about half an hour. Got a nice line hit on a 20-cent bet on Rainbow Riches. $11.25. That's what, 61 times my bet. No, that's not 61 times my bet. It's 56 times my bet's what that is. Still won't complain. One wild column, 5 of a kind on the Rainbow Hearts. Another pretty line hit on Rainbow Riches. Pretty much mirrors the first one. 5 of a kind on the Rainbow Hearts with 1 wild column. Pays $22.25 on a 20-cent bet. That's, let's see, $20 is 100 times my bet. $2 is 10 times my bet. 111 times my bet is what 22.25 is. Nice line hit on Rainbow Riches. I knew this machine could do this. I didn't think it would do it tonight. Wilds all in the center. Rainbow Riches first column, last column. $566.90 on a 20-cent bet. Look at that. 20-cent bet. $566.90. Every $100 is 500 times my bet. That is what? 2,500 and 2,800. That's 2,800 and geez, I can't even figure it out. $6 is 30. 5,834 times my bet. That's what that is. 2,834 times my bet. Oh my God. Big, 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 big hit. Woo!
I know nobody's watching, but for that one or two that still is, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.